Hello everyone, the music is way too loud. Why is that? Who changed the volume? One sec. There has to be a technical problem, otherwise. Background music. Maybe now? Or maybe it's the song? Feel like it's still too loud. It's too quiet. One can never be happy. Let's see the next one. Background music 10. Let's leave it at 10. 10. Maybe it was the song. More like that. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. We can't start without technical problem. My mic is okay, video is okay, I believe, internet is okay, fingers crossed. This is Mael Duin, I play puzzle video games and similar, and today we're going to play SherloCAT Holmes, because there are two. I mean, there's one so far, there's one, but the second game is coming, and after that we'll continue playing Mistified. I'll tell you about it later. So first start with SherloCAT Holmes, which is a nonograms game. Let me start it. Where are you? Here. I need to change to here. So I have this. I'm trying to think of the game. Give me a sec. Okay, it's working. It's working. I have a nonograms game. I've had it for a very long time, and I never found the opportunity to play it live on the stream. I can't seem to find it. Why is that? You know when you try to remember the name of something and it's on your head, but on the tip of your tongue, and it's like, what was the name? What was the name? I don't remember the name, and I can't find it on my infinite backlog of games pending to play. No, I can't find it. But it's about murder something, and there's a character who is a CRT screen, like an old computer, like a screen computer. I don't remember. It's a nonogram. I always wanted to play, but never found the opportunity or the place. Like always playing the new releases, and I have published a video gameplay demo gameplay of Squeakcross. I believe it's Holmes Quick Home, but I didn't play it live on stream. I played the demo, I recorded the gameplay, and I published it so everyone can see. But this is the first one. Okay, I'm missing the music. This is the first one I'm playing live on stream. So that's a first. And in a second, I'll tell you what I'm interested in of finding out today. What is this? This is a map, because it's not just Picross, if what you know, because it's the most popular, I believe. If you know Picross, it's just uncovering the images. This is Picross with a twist. Okay, here you choose your character. I believe it doesn't change anything. So the puzzles, the nonogram panels are going to be the same, I believe. Tutorial. We don't need a tutorial. What I'll do instead is, because it's the first time, I'm missing the chat, because it's the first time I play it, and one of my missions is to make puzzle games more accessible. I'll explain the basics. Now I can hear myself. Thank you. All good. This game is made in Brazil. That's why the second part is called Rio, because I believe it happens in Rio de Janeiro. So it's the first time I play a nonograms on the stream. I'll explain the basics. I won't explain the advanced techniques or more advanced ways to find how to uncover the image, because if you are at the advanced level, probably you already know, so I don't have to explain. And if you are not at that level, you probably want to start from the beginning with the basics. So let's start the game. The first time seeing this. Okay, this is going too fast. Complete all the nonogram and receive a clue. That's what I want to find out, because before playing this, which is the first game, it's called SherloCAT Holmes, nonograms or nonogram. Don't worry about the nonogram, because it's what the game is about. It's about nonograms. The title, I believe, of the way I see it, is SherloCAT Holmes. Holmes is the subtitle. This is the first game. So there is it was released in October last year, about 6 months ago now. There is a second game coming this year, 2025, and it's called SherloCAT Rio. SherloCAT Rio, because it happens in Rio de Janeiro. So we are playing the first game today, but I played the demo for the second before playing the first game today. I played the demo for the second one, the Rio, SherloCAT Rio, and there was a mechanic that it was present in the demo, but it's not explained or developed, or player can't, I believe, or I didn't find out what to do with it. So every time you uncover one panel, you finish one panel, you get a clue. And that's what the game shows you, or the demo shows you. But you don't really do much with that. So I would like to find out, see how this mechanic plays. Basilica de Santo Antonio. The clue is blocked. Complete all nonograms to unlock. So I believe we are here. Is it? Yes, this is Basilica de Santo Antonio. I don't know why it's grayed out. Maybe it's not grayed out, it's just gray. This is how it is. And then I see that we can choose different places. Zen Monastery. But this is not Brazil. Or is it? I believe it's still in Brazil. The game is made in Brazil, so it probably makes sense. Let's start here, maybe, because it's where the game tells us to start. And then we have these 10 panels. If we complete, this is what I believe we'll find out. If we complete these 10 panels, we uncover 10 images. And these 10 images unlock one clue. This is not a clue, this is a menu, and then you get clues here. Why do you get clues in a nonogram game? Because there's a plot, there's a story. We are a cat, and we are Sherlock Holmes cat. And Sherlock Holmes, I believe it's it's gone missing. So as Sherlock Holmes' cat, we need to find the clues to uncover the whereabouts of Sherlock. Little by little, let's start by doing these panels and then we'll see how it plays. Because in the demo for the second part, the Rio, SherloCAT Rio, you get to complete the panels, but you don't get to do anything with the clue. So let's see. Because it's the first time, I would like to make the process. If someone doesn't know what a nonogram is, you get this panel which starts as white, and you need to color some squares, and you need to color them according to the numbers. The numbers are clues or indicative for like rules for how to color the squares. Some they are colored, some are not. And the clues, the rule is like, if you get a 10, it means that there is like a group of continuous painted squares that is a group of 10. If you get 3 and 3, so there are a group of 3, and then there's a gap of which you don't know how wide it is, and then there's another gap, another group of 3. So you have to play with counting and logic and see where these groups fall in, and then paint them. You cannot know the whole group at once. You usually paint them little by little. For example, the best way to start is to usually with big numbers. So this is 10. So it means that in vertical, because this number is at the top, these are referred to the horizontal or rows, and these are columns or vertical. This 10 indicates that in this vertical, there's a group of 10. But the thing is that there's only 10 squares, because this indicates a group of 5. So every 5, there's a wider margin. So it's easier for the eye to see and to count. So in total here there are 10. So that means that all of the squares are painted. So the way that how you paint them in every nonogram game, even on, well, of course, on paper, there's only one way, but digitally they are different. So here you click and you click and drag, and you get to know the number of squares you are painting, which is useful and very handy. And then you release, and they are painted. Because this is correct, I believe if we were wrong, the game would indicate which one is wrong. But there's only one possibility here. So we get a clue, because if we get stuck, I believe this is for a clue. If we get stuck, so to unlock ourselves or get a hint. And this, I'm not sure. One of these two. Maybe this tells you straight away if it's painted or not. We'll find out later. And we can make 3 mistakes. That's why the cat, which is the character we chose at the beginning, has 3 hearts. We can make up to 3 mistakes. And count them if you need to know. So, for example, now we do this, but all the numbers are too small. We can't find out for sure if where these 5, for example, are the first 5 or are the second 5. We don't know. Since we get painted, we have this painted at the end of every row. Now we are looking at horizontal. And the first one says there's a group of 3 in horizontal and a group of 4. We don't know where they fall, but if this is painted and the 4 is to the right, the 3 is on the left. It cannot be 4 here, and then a gap in white and a group of 3, because the order of the numbers is important. It matters. So the 4 comes to the right. If this is painted, it can only belong to the group of 4. And because it's at the end, it's the last painted square of the group of 4. So that means that this is the end of 4. So this is the number 3 of this group 4. This is 3, this is 2, and this is 1. And you see, because we've painted the 4 and it can only go in this position, we are not guessing. This is logic. It's the only possible way it can be painted, because we did this 10, it's only one possibility, and this 4 can only go one possibility. And then at least, because it's a group of 4 and it's separated from the 3, if I right click, we'll make a gap. So this is like a blank, it's empty. This is how it's represented. I need options. It's too loud. At least we know for sure, without guessing, that at least there's a gap of 1 that separates from the 3. Now, we don't know if the 3 start here going to the left, or they start here going to the right. But, and this is, maybe let me finish here, this vertical, because it's, the process is the same. Because this is the end of 2. We look at here, this is 2. This is the end of 2, so this is going to be painted, and there's going to be 1 space. And this is 2. You see how to the right it's highlighted the group if I'm hovering, and same in vertical. If you hover over a square, vertical, the column and the row, they are highlighted, so you can track. And this is a gap. This is only 1, so the gap, the blank, comes here. And by doing this in vertical, following the process, we are already solving other columns. Like, for example, these first 3 we already did by doing the horizontals. This is 1, this is 1, I'm looking to the left. This is 1, this is 2. So this is 2 painted. And this is blank. 2 again. And finally 4. And this is a blank. Because we've completed, for example, this column, it's 1, a gap of we don't know how many, and a 1. Because by solving the rows, we already painted 1 and 1. Game automatically, I believe you can deactivate, but the game automatically fills in the blanks. Because as there's no other possibility, the game automatically doesn't paint the squares, but it fills in with blanks, because it's saving you time. You don't need to double check. If there's 1, 1, it's like tiring. It's so obvious that it's going to be all empty because there are no more squares to paint. Now we've done the horizontals. By doing that, we've solved these verticals automatically. We cannot continue doing the horizontals, but now we are applying a little bit of counting and logic. Like, for example, I'll bring up my virtual board because I want to do one thing. I need to draw, obviously. These 3 here, pen. These 3 here, we don't know if it starts here and it covers this group. We don't know. At the same time, we don't know if it's the other way, if it ends in here and it covers this group of 3. We know the 3 squares are together. They are a group of 3 in a row. But we don't know their position. And there's a third possibility, but it's usually never accounted for, because you want to extremes. If one extreme is this is the result of one stream, like the group going the leftmost, like dark blue. And the other extreme is the group is in a position rightmost, like the cyan. There's a third possibility here, that the group covers the center. But for the purpose of what we need to find out, it's not relevant, so we don't consider this option. Because what we want to find out or see is the overlap between the two extremes. So in both cases, leftmost and rightmost, this square is always painted. So also if the group is here, that's why it doesn't matter, the center. So if the dark blue or the blue is true, this square is painted. And if the cyan is true, this square is painted. So we can see that whatever the case, this square is going to be painted. So we can paint it without worrying that we are going to make a mistake. This is not guessing. This is deduction and logic. And because this starts as 1, with a group of 1, I guess we can say it's a group of 1. And this is going to be blank. If the first group here was a 3, we could see that the group doesn't fit in here. We cannot have 3 squares in 2. So this would be blanks as well. But this is not the case. Let's see if we can find another case like this, where the overlapping leaves us with only not only one possibility, because we are considering more than one possibility, but we can deduce or find out some squares that are going to be painted for sure, no matter what. And I can see this is the same case. So the whole gap is 5, which is less than double 3. If it was 6, the gap, you can have 3 and 3, and they wouldn't overlap. But because the gap is 5, there's 1 between the two cases, the two extremes, that is overlapping. So we can say for sure that this square is going to be painted. And because it's the remaining one from the column, the game autofills with blanks. What else can we do? So you see here, this is the case I just told you about, because this row starts with a group of 3, it doesn't fit here. So at the same time, we can say for sure that this is going to be blank and this is going to be blank, because the 3 that don't fit in here. We have the 1 from before, and there's a 3 remaining, and there's only 3 squares remaining to be painted, so it can only go here, and the rest, because vertically it's a 1 and a 1, and this a 1 and 1. Now this 3 from before, because this is a blank and this is a blank, the 3 doesn't fit here, and we have this painted. So there's only one option where these 3 from before can go, and it's the blue, the rectangle that I drew in blue. So we paint this automatically goes into a blank, And usually in nonograms, in jigsaw puzzles as well, you start doing the border because the pieces are more significant. In nonograms, it happens similar because they are on the border. It means it's easier to start from there rather than from the center, because it's the start of something. If this is painted, it's the start of whatever the group is indicated. So this is start of 3. And now this is 1, and this is 1. It's going to be blank, this blank, because this is a 1. We already have 1. This is blank. Now the other 3 in this column, they are going to be here. These 3 can only go here, can't go here, so this is automatically a blank. And the rest, we don't know. We don't know. This one can only go here, and because there is only one option, this square can only go here, but the game doesn't autofill painted squares, only blanks. This one, we don't know if it goes here or here. Same for this. They have 2 options. Let's solve this 5. It's something similar of what we did with these 3. So we are counting. If the group starts here going down, so this is the first square of the group of 5, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the group would end up here. So this is the end. This is what interests us. This is the end. So in the opposite extreme, if the group of 5 starts from the bottom, how many squares above this one overlap with the other position? Let me draw it, maybe by telling it's not easy to follow or easy to understand, but if I draw it, I believe it will be easier. So if we start the group of 5 from the top, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as indicated. And let's make it orange. If we start from the bottom, the group of 5 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like this. We can see that whichever the case, and then there are many other options in between. We don't account for we're not interested in the in-betweens, only on extremes and how much they overlap. The overlapping here, this time is this 1, 2, and 3. So with these 2 cases, we can deduce or say for certain that these 3, for sure, whatever the case is, are going to be painted, because there's no option where these squares are not painted. So we do that. We paint these 3. Now we have a group of 4. We are missing 1. By doing this, we are at the same time solving the rows. We have 4. We are missing 1. Is it going to be this one? It can't be that one, because if we paint this, there's 5, but they are not a group. They are separated. So this one we are missing can only be this one or this one. And because there's only 5, and this cannot be painted, this is a blank for sure. So we paint this as blank. That leaves us, this one can only go here. And we cannot know which of the 2 are, but by solving the rest or tackling it from other side, we'll find out. If we look at this row, we see this one can only go here. So now we know, but let's keep following this way. There's a group of 3, so 1, 2, 3. The group ends in here. This is number 3, number 2, number 1. This is painted, this is blank, and as we already knew, the only one missing is this one. And we get a cross. Wafer. Oh, wafer. We get 3 stars because we did it in a certain amount of time, I believe. If we go to the map, then we get this. We've uncovered this image. When we uncover all of them in a group, we get a clue here. This is the second one. Maybe a little bit faster now. So these are the basics. This panel is 10 by 10 because you can see the thicker margin. So because it's 10 by 10, if you get a 10, it means all are painted. We paint this, we paint this, and these don't help as much as this 10 or this 10 because they are on the border. Like, for example, this 4, does it start here? And 1, 2, 3, 4, we don't know. It's better to start from the border, like this. And now we know for sure that the first group in every row starts on this. So this is blank because this is a 1. This is 3, then blank. This is 4, counting from the left. And a blank, 10, all full, halfway, and a blank, 4 and blank, 4 and blank, same. We already solved this column, and a 3 and a 3. Very easy. This is the beginning. 6, only one possibility because there are 6 remaining. So this is painted. And then from the left, we could do the same. If now, because we have the beginning, the first square in the row painted, and the last, and there are 2 numbers, it's very easy to. It's only one possibility: 3 and 3 and 3 and 3. And then it's a candle. We can go next without going to the map. This is 15. Now you see there are 2 wider gaps. It's 5, 5, 5. So it's 15 by 10. Is there a 10 at the top? We don't have a 10. And we don't have a 15 in the rows. We have instead high numbers like 9 and 7. Start from the border, so the bottom. This 7, it's less than half of 15. So there will not be an overlap. Like if the 7 start in here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to here. And if it starts in here, it is 5, 6, 7 up to here. So you see there's no overlap. We cannot say for certain this is going to be painted. So we have to look somewhere else. For example, this is a high number and almost make for 15 together. So this is a little bit more complicated, but the idea is the same. Yeah, but I need a rectangle. So let's do 9. This is 9. And then we would have a blank and 4 more. When so far we've done one number, how one group overlap itself. When you have more than one group, you consider the extreme option. So if the 9 is to the left, the leftmost position, the 4 that comes with the 9 is also on the leftmost position. Also accounting for the blank, for the gap. So that would be all groups leftmost position. And the same for the rightmost. And that would give us these 4, a blank, and 9 more, which are or would be this one. So there's a lot of overlapping. Like green. These, I believe they are 8. These 8 are overlapping within the group of 9. So 9 is overlap 1, 9. The leftmost 9 is overlapping the rightmost 9 in all these squares. So we can say for certain those are going to be painted. And same for the group of 4. These 3 are going to be painted for sure. So it goes, if I don't lose track of it, it's 8, 8, and then these 3. So this group of 8 so far is missing 1 square, 1 painted square, and this group of 3 is missing 1. We'll see later. Because these are the same numbers, we can repeat on top of it without a doubt. We're not going to make a mistake. It's same reasoning. Now, if we look at this, the bottommost one is 6. So if it starts from the bottom, how far would it go? We don't know if the first one is painted, but this is already painted. This can only belong to the group of 6. So the idea, the reasoning is same. It's same counting, overlapping all the time. Rectangle. So this is painted. It could be of the case that this is the last. It cannot be the first. But what if it's counting from top to bottom? This is the last. That would be 6. It cannot be, because now we are not looking leftmost or rightmost, it's topmost and bottommost. This would be topmost, but this cannot be. This 6 cannot be, because this is already painted. So the topmost for the 6, in this case, it would be this one. This is 6. The topmost position where the group of 6 can go. And the bottommost would be this one. So all this is overlapping. We can already paint it. So up to here. Once you get the hang of it, it's much faster. So for example, this is 3. So you start counting 1, 2, 3. You don't have to think of the topmost. This is 6, so it goes beyond these 2. It will be 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6. 3 and 6 and 3. Looking at the bottom numbers, and 6, and this 4. So 1, 2, 3, 1 more. 7 up to here. 7 again. 2. We already have 2. This cannot be painted because that would make the group 3, and same for this. So these 2 can only be blanks. Where do we look now? These are crossed, even though these 4 don't have blanks on the sides, the game is telling you, you already have it solved. So these are blanks. Yes, and then a group of 4 remaining, of which we don't know if it's these two together with these two or these two with these two. We don't know. We don't know yet. These first two, we don't have it painted. We are missing one. But the one we are missing cannot be this one, because that would make the group 3. So this is a blank. And then this is painted. And then number is crossed. And it follows with a 1, and a 2. So this is the beginning of this group of 2. And the rest is already painted, so automatically solved. Same situation here. And that's as much as we can know. We have a 1 and a 4. There's more than one way to solve them. Like now I'm looking at here, but someone could go here and keep solving this side. There's not only one way to solve them. This is a group of 1 and a 4. The 1 cannot be this, so this is the 4. And the 1 we don't know above the 4 where it goes. But we know these and these are painted. And this is the group of 4. And now we know then, because we've painted these two, that the group of 9, the groups of 9 start here. So we already have 9. It was the leftmost option. And then blank and blank. Still don't know the 4, if they are one way or the other. What else? Here we have a 6, single 6. We have the row split into 2 by this blank. And we have some painted here. So the 6 cannot go here. So we can make all these blank. And then the 6, there's only one possibility. It's that they are all painted. We have a 3. So the topmost overlaps the bottommost in here. So this is painted. Now we have 2. We are missing 1. It cannot go here. So this is a blank. It might look like a lot of counting and a lot of thinking, but when you understand how it goes and you have your own way of seeing, oh, I know, okay, I remember this figure. It's much faster. Like we have 3 and 3, for example. You don't need to count as much. I'm just counting because I'm explaining the basics for whoever wants to get in. We have a single 3. This is painted, so blank. The group of 3 makes, if you start from the bottom, is 1, 2, 3, at least. And then this is a blank. We have the beginning of a group, which is a group of 6 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the rest are ones. We don't know where they go, but we know they are ones. So whichever this is a 1. So it has a blank on both sides. What else? A 1 and a 3. We have a 2 already solved. And then if in this space there's a 1 and a 3, it can only go one way, which is 1 here, a blank or a gap, and 3. There's no other position where they can, there's no other option. So this is a 3, this is a 1. And this is the beginning of the group of 4. And because it's at the top border, it makes solving the first groups much easier. This is a 1, already have it, and then a 3, and then a 2. These 2 in vertical, in this column, they overlap in here, so that's for sure. And that gives us this group of 4. We have a 7, big number. For a while here now, it cannot go inside these two. So these two are blank. And then I believe the remaining are 7. So these are all painted. And this is a 2 and a 4. This is a 3. And what else? This is a 3. Only one option. And the rest are 1, 1, 1, 1. But there are a few 2s. This is a 2. We don't know which way. We don't know position in here. This 2, 1. They can only go here and here because they need to be separated, and there's only 3 squares. So this is a blank, and this is painted, this is painted. Same situation here, because the other one is a 3, and it's in here already marked. So this and this. This 2 comes after, or before, I should say, before the 4, if you read it left to right. It comes before the 4, so this belongs to the 2. It cannot go this way because that would join with this one and would make a group of 3, so it has to be that one. We're getting this. Maybe I should. The magnifying glass, it tells you. Oh, we lost 1 star. So the magnifying glass tells you straight away. What is the light bulb? Solves you a column or a row? Oh, it solves like this square, complete row, complete column. In any case, I don't think we need it. And we have 1 remaining to finish. Bread and wine. Next. I'll go a little bit faster because I think I explained the basics already a few times. So 15 by 15 this time. This is 15. A few more 15. Okay. This is the beginning vertically of the group of 12. So 4 plus 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. So same here. So all painted. No, not all. Like this. That's 12 and 2 blank. 1 and a blank. 8 up to here. And a blank. And then a group of 3. So this is a blank. This 1 and 3. We have the 1 and the 3 comes here. So these are blank. And the 3 goes up to here, not beyond. So these are blank. 2 vertically, 2 and blank. 2 blank, 2, 8 and 4. So the top 4 overlaps the bottom 4 in here. 1 and blank and 4 at the bottom, same as before. 8 and 4. We don't know this or this. 2 blank, 2 blank, 2 blank, 8. And with the horizontals as well, 3. So this is a blank this time. 1 and 3. So this is a blank. And then what do we have as a result? Horizontal. We've been doing verticals. Now probably we have easier time solving the horizontals. These are done. This is 1, 5, 5, 1, 5, 5, and 1. Same and same. Very easy. 6 and 6. We have the beginning, we have the end. So it's going to be 6 this way and a blank, and 6 from the other side. 6 and a blank, and whatever it's in between, it's blank as well. 3 is missing 2, and there's only one. There's only 2 remaining, so they're going to be painted. And same here. Done. A book. It's not a book, it's a Bible. It's more than. After this, we'll go to the map and see what we have. 15, 15, because it's 15 by 15. From the, another one here, and another one here. From the left, 5. So we start 5, 5, 5, and blanks as well. 6, blank, 3, and space, 3, blank. We don't know the other ones, where they go, for now. So we don't worry about those, just the start, the first group, because we know for sure the beginning of those. 7 is 6, 7. 7 as well. When counting, rely on this wider, tells you where a group of 5, so it's 5 by 5. 6, so it's 5 plus 1. I don't know if this is 6 or 7, but I know this is 5 because it's wider gap, so I rely on this, and then plus 1, 5 plus 1, 6, and 3. And then from the left this time, we could, if we didn't have this column where we can start uncovering that side, we would start counting. Like, for example, this is 5. If the 5 it comes last, and starting from the bottom, at least this is for sure from the 5, and if it's starting counting from the bottom, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at least. That's what we would do if we wouldn't have this on the right. But this is easier. So 4 and a gap, 4 blank, 4 and blank, because there are only 2 groups, so it's automatically filling. 2 and 2 and 3, 3 and a gap, because there's 3 groups this time, and there's no overlapping because half of 4 is 2. There's no overlapping. 5 and a blank, 6 plus 1, 6, 5, and 2. And then there's 2 remaining where this group goes. Chalice, chalice. Sherlock didn't pass by here, but the basilica is beautiful. Anyway, let's go to the map, and then we've completed the top row. By doing that, we got something? No, it's just a story bit. Complete all the nonograms. Okay. You mean all this? You mean all this? Story is going to repeat the beginning. We didn't get to see this before because it was way too fast. When faced with no food, SherloCAT needs to play detective. The clue is blocked. Complete all nonograms to unlock. Basilica de Santo Antonio. Oh, these are all the places. Okay. Does it mean that Sherlock Holmes is in one of these places? Let's finish the bottom one. And the color means it's easy, medium, and hard, I believe. Let's complete the basilica. 15 by 15, so painted. I'll go a little bit faster now. 5, so this is 5, 6, 7, 7, 4, 3, 2, and the rest are ones. 8, so goes up to, starts here, goes up, then gap, and 6. 1, blank, 7, blank, 1, blank, 6, 1 already done, 6, space, so it's 2, game telling you the number, 8, and a gap, and 1 and 7. What do we have? These are blank that I didn't mark up before. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, and this is a 2. And then it comes another 2, which cannot be this, so it's this and done. 1, 2, so 1, and this is the beginning of 2. And we don't know the rest, but it ends in 1, so this is blank, and the previous one is a 2, so this is a 2 and blank. There's 2 groups remaining, and they can only go here. 2 at the beginning, 2 at the end. Beginning we already have, the end 2. We can do this. So this is 3. It ends, the row ends in 3, 4, and then 7 up to here, 7, 6, and 5. Done. This is in vertical, this is at 2, this is at 2, 1, 2. It's crossed because it's already painted, but we need to close the group. And 1, 6, 1, 1, 6, 1, blank, 1 and 2. It's going to be symmetrical. 1 and 2, and this is 2, 2, and 7 and 2, 3 and 3, and that's done. Candle holder. Is it? Is that what it is? 15, but oh no, too fast. This is 20. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 5. Right? That's 20. If this is 20 by 20 and we got a 15, it means that starting here, you get up to here, counting 15. And starting from here, which is the other extreme, you get up to here, counting 15. So the ones in between are the overlap. So that makes those be painted. And then you look vertically. This is a 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and a 2, and blank. Now, 2 groups of 4. So we already know now. That's one group. That's the other group. And we keep doing this. Now 3. If you start from the bottom, 1, 2, 3 at least. 1, 2, 3 at least. And on this side, 2. So we don't know top or bottom. 3 goes 1 beyond these 2. 3, that's painted. These first two, it can only be this. That's why the game crosses it, because if the 2 were these two and a blank, the next group it's a 2, and here it says 3, so it can't be. So the first group is this. So this is blank, and similar to the end. These two are blank because this is the first group of 3. These 2 in here fit in here, so this is blank. Same for that. Because we are pushing this 15 to the left, we can paint 2 more in here. And these 2 doesn't fit or here or here. So we've pushed the leftmost 15 option or possibility 3 spaces to the right. So 1, 2, 3. This is a 3 at the bottom, vertical and a column, 3, 3. So we can make those blank. This is 5, 5, can't fit in here, so that's blank. Same here. There's 2 groups of 5. There's only one option, so that is these are painted, and that these are the other 5, and blank in between. 3 and 3, same, only one option, because the gap is 6. Sorry, it's 7. 6 plus 1 blank, so 3 and 3. 2 and 5, that's that. This is 2 and 7. 1 and 9. 1 and 9. 1 and 10. 1 and 1, but we don't know where it starts in here, but we know this. So this is 10. This time 9. 9, 7, 5, and we don't know where the rest they start. What else do we know? This is 5, 5. Oh, also because these are ends, bottom to top. These are ends, so 5 and 5, we already have 5 separated by 5. And it's going to be the same for this. What's in here? 4 and 4. 4 and 4. 3 and 3. 1 and 1. Where do we continue? Maybe this 5. It's the higher number. Starting from the top up to here. Starting from the bottom up to here. So these 2 are going to be painted. I don't like this, for example. There is this, which in other cases the game crosses the number because there's only that option, that possibility. So it's making it easier for you. But in this case, we don't know if this is the group of 1, the group of 3, or the group of 2. It could be 2, a gap, 1, a gap, and 3. There is room. So I don't like the game crossing the number in this situation, because it's like cheating. It's already telling me this is like this, when by logic I cannot know. It shouldn't be crossing it, for now at least. This is 4, 3, 3, 3. So there's no group it's going to fit in here. So we push, we make this blank, we push this group of 5 higher, Oh, I missed this. It's not 5-1. It's 5-1-1. I missed that. So this is 5 blank and 1. 2 can't fit in here. 2 can't fit in here or here or here or here or here or here. Not in this case, not in this case, because it starts with 2. And looking at this row, this is a 3, can't go there. I made a mistake here. I made this a blank when it's not a blank, it's painted. That's why it looks like it's shattered. Okay, there's only one group, then it goes in here. Okay. Maybe I was looking at these 3 and not this. Well, now we know what happens when you make a mistake. What else? This is a 3, so there are 3 remaining, and those other 3. You see, it's telling you have 3, but maybe this case it can only be the group of 3, because it cannot be the group of 5. If this is 3, 4, 5 blank 3 blank, you can't. So this case is okay, because this can only belong to the group of 3. Can't belong to the group of 5 because there's no room for 4 in here, and same the other way. So this is 3, and then 5 going here, 3, 4, 5 up to here, and starting here 3, 4, 5, and paint everything in between. Where do we go? 2, so this is starts with a 1. So this is the first one. And then 2 in here. 2 and 2. We got these 2, which are from these 3. That's the group. 3, 1. So these are blank. And then the other 2 on the other side. 2. Starting with 2, we know the beginning, so that's that. And we finish the group. Oh, we painted this one, sorry. So this is 4 out of 5, so that's a blank. This group of 5 cannot reach this one. Where do we continue? These 2 can't fit in here, so it's going to be those 2. Same for that. It's symmetrical, right? I believe. It's not centered, but it's symmetrical. These 5 already. Now 3 and 2, no overlapping. Whatever this is, it's not going to be a 1. It's not going to be a 2. It's going to be at least a 3. Because there are no 1, 2, or 3. And whatever this is going to be at least size 3. And it cannot be the 4, so it has to be a 3 and a 3 there. 1 and 2, 1 goes somewhere in here and 2 goes somewhere in here. These 2 not gonna fit in there, so this is 4 plus 1, 5. These are two small numbers to start trying to detect, deduce, find out. We have some overlapping here. The whole space is 5, but the group is 4. So we can paint the ones in the center, and we are missing one. We don't know which one. Same here for the group of 3. 2, 1, 5. 2, 1, and 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and paint everything in between. These are these ones. What about this? These are 2, so it won't get up to here. That's empty space. In this column, 2 and 2, none of those can fit in there. Same for these 3, can't fit in here. This space of 5 holds a group of 3 that makes this painted. This 2 is in here, so this is blank, and from here down is blank as well. These 2 can't fit in here, these 2 can't fit in there, nor this, nor this. 4, and then 1, 1, 5, 1, 1, and 5 somewhere, we don't know. 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, paint the ones in between. 2 and 2, we don't know. What else? 1 and 2, 1, we don't know. 2 and 2, we got the first one. The second one is not going to be in here. This is 2 from the row. 2 can't fit in there. It's going to be overlapping here and here. 3, 3 and 2. This is 3 and 2. So this 3 is this, blank, 5 and 2. We don't know in which side. 2, so 2 and the rest. 1, 1, 5, we did that. We have a 1 before the 5. So before this 5, there's a 1. And same. And we have vertical 5. 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, and 3. So this makes 1, 3. 2 horizontal. And I believe this 2 as well. It's going to be the other 2. We don't know. I'm assuming because it's symmetrical, I would make this, but I can't know for certain. So I prefer to wait. What do we know for sure? 1, 2. 1, 2 can't fit in 1. So 2 go here. That's right. 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, and 3. So that's that 3. 2, 1, 5, 2, 1, and 5. We know now the beginning. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is a 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Bolt. Oh, you mean the roof? It's called bolt. Oh yes. These are all small numbers. Can I go to the map? How many do we need to return to the map? 3 more. Try to go fast because I'm running out of time if we want to play Mistified. And I want to find out what happens with the clues. 4. There are no big numbers. Biggest is a 6. So we have to rely on overlapping. 2 space, 2 space, 2 space, and then 7 up to here, space, and 3. So there's only one option. 2, 2, 2, 7, and 3. There's no overlapping because the leftmost and the rightmost are the same. I mean, not that there's no overlapping, it's that the whole thing is overlapping, so there's only one option. That makes it easy to start from the bottom and start counting these 2, 1, we don't know because it's blank, 3, 3, 5, oh, not 5 because it's a blank, 3, this 5, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, blank, we don't know, 1, 2, oh, I made a mistake there, went too fast. I painted 2 more, not 2 in total, my bad, and 3 and blank. Okay, made a mistake, but we need to maybe get profit of that mistake. So that's a 2 now, then 1. I wanted to make this one 7, 1, 1, 3, and done. 1 somewhere in between these two, and then 4 can only be this, and space with 3 and 5. Beautiful. This one going up is a 2, and this one going up is a 3. Is there a painted square where there's no top, like no end? 2 and 3 and top, 1, 3 and blank, 1, 2 blank, 1, 2 blank. Because you have the visual cues, or it's highlighted, it's much easier to keep track of columns and rows. But when you do it on paper, I very often make mistakes because I looked at the incorrect column, and I very seldom make one nonogram on paper without making at least one mistake. The problem is that on paper, the paper doesn't tell you if you made a mistake. So you find out the mistake later on, and then you have to either start from the beginning because you don't know where it's the mistake, or if you can locate it, you have to erase everything if you do it on with a pencil. But it's usually if you make a mistake, very often I saw myself starting over because it's faster than trying to find out where you made a mistake. That's a blank. It's a 1 and that's a 4. 3 space 3, there's only one option. These are small numbers, but at the same time, there's only one option where they can go. So it's tricky. Looks harder than what actually it is. What it actually is. 1 and 2 space 1. Okay. 7 1 1 3 blank 2 1 5, so up to here, including this one. This is a 2, this is a 1, 2 and 3 done. This starts or ends with a 4, so it cannot be there. So this remaining one is here, so this is this. 5. Yes. 2 1 1 1 2 2 3 and 1 3 and 1. We don't know if it goes there or somewhere else. 3 and 4. At least those. 5 starting here. 3 4 5. 3 and 2. 5. We don't know anything else. 3. This is unfinished. So 1 2 and 2. 1 2 and 2. 2 and 2. I was looking at the one. 1 2 and 2. That happens because I try to go too fast. 1 and 5. It can only go that the 1 can only go there, and then 5, and then 1, and what else? 4 and a 1 and a 1. 4 blank. We don't know that, we don't know that. This one. 3 and 1. This is 3 and this is 3 and 3. Here, horizontals are 2. And this one is a 1. Okay. Slow but steady. This is going to be a 2. This is going to be a 4. So this is 2 vertical. It's more than 1. That means that's a 4. And the 1 is this one. This 3, 1 and 4. This is 3 and 4. The game already tells us this is the group of 3. It cannot be the 4, so that's a 3. 3 it comes a 1 and a 2, so there's only one option where they can go. And this in vertical is 4 and done. So this is 1, 1 and 1. And this is a 1 as well, and then 3. Okay, this is a 2, we don't know. This is 2 and 3, and 3 can't fit in there. So after this 2 comes another 2, and then 4 space 1, or 1 space 4 up to here. So there's an overlap there. This is 1, 2, blank. What else? So I'm missing one there. Have to look for more overlapping. More overlaps. 2. Let's see this one. 1, 2, 3. And from here, 2, blank, 4, blank, 1, 1. So only one option. 2, blank, 4, blank, 1. Here, looking up, 3, 2, 2. 2 in here. I'm going to run out of 6. 6 mistakes. I didn't realize that. Because I made more than 3 now. This is because I'm going fast. 2, 3, 2, 3, and 3. 1, 3, 1, and then 2. 1, 2, and then 2. 1, 2, 2, and 1. And 1, 2, 2, and another 2. Horizontal 1, 1, 3. We already have that, and then 2, and then 3, and then 2. We don't know where it goes. After 5, 2. Here it's open. After 1, there's a 3. And that's that. Still small numbers. I want to get to this 6 and this 5. Nothing there. 1, 2, 2. That's that. And then after 4, a 1. One by one, we are not going to finish today. I'm going to finish with the clues. If I use the clues or the solution, do I lose my hearts? No, I don't lose my heart, but I lose the stars. I don't mind, because I get the clue, get the panels up. This gives you random squares, but it gives you painted ones. It doesn't give you blanks. So this is painted, this is a 2. See if we can speed up this. 2, we don't know. 1 and 4, so that's blank. And the magnifying glass is not random. You choose which one you want. Okay. You choose which one. So give me all that I can have, all that I can get with light bulbs. I wish I could be here for 10 hours and do it, but that's that. And then one more that are of my choice. We get this. Okay, I'll get it. Does this make it easy? This is a 2, so that goes there. Not really much. 3, that's painted. It's a gap. This is a 5, so up to here. Yes. still, we have one more of those. This is one. Everything is a one. This is a one of those. And it's telling you it's the second one, so the other one goes one of those two. So this belongs to the 4, up to here at least. 2, 2, 1, and 1 can only go there. Gap, 4, and one of those two. 2, 3, one more. 3, one more. So that's that. At least that. So that's that. You see, as it comes very naturally and mechanically when you get used to the way of finding where to go and where to continue. Blank, 3 before the 2, 2, 2, no? 2, 2, 1, because it's crossed. It's crossed. So I'm thinking it shouldn't be. It's okay that it crosses when it needs to be crossed, but not always, because it looks like it's already closed. The group is closed on the sides with blanks or with a border. In any case, 1, 2, 2, 2, and then 3, and then one more. This is a 3. Can the 4 go here and then blank 5? Yes, it can. Can't rule out the possibility of this 4 being here. 1 space and 4. Maybe it's not difficult. It's long because of the small numbers. Three, so that's a blank. That makes this be the 5. Yes. So 4 goes there or there. I lost all of my hearts and stars. And I got... Is this the solution? I think your mind isn't as sharp as yours. I went too fast. Let me go to the map. Is that? No, that's not the magnifying glass. It's not the solution. It's not the solution. I have to redo it. So the magnifying glass is game over. Return to the map. Yes. So it takes longer to find out, but I will find out. Don't know when. Because I need to leave time to play Mistified, and to do this, now you see how the mechanic goes. If you didn't know how to play, how to solve nonograms, I hope you know now. And if you knew, I hope you liked this twist. I'm sorry that I couldn't tell you what happens, but maybe that's for the best. So if you want to try yourself, you want to know what happens here. When you solve these 3, you get, I believe, you get one of these. I believe. And then, when you get all in the same row, you know where Sherlock is. I don't know the who, or object, I don't know. And what I don't know if probably not next week. So I don't know when I can come back here. Maybe I solve a few and I'll mention next day what happens. Maybe that's better rather than solving them, because it's mechanically, it's more like you do it, I believe. Not sure. I enjoy solving them. I like nonograms. I have paper ones, so that tells a lot. I'm not sure about streaming. Are nonograms streamable? Not really sure, because it doesn't have a story. It's mechanically, you do it continuously. Don't know. Let me know if you are watching this. Not very active the chat today, so if you are watching this after the stream ended, let me know in the comments if you want to see more of it. Probably what I'll do is finish these 3, and next week when I come back streaming different games, I'll mention what happens. Or alternatively, if you like it, you want to find out yourself, you know, you have the link to the game, Steam store, don't know if it's available somewhere else, on the chat pinned at the top if you are watching this, or if you're watching after the stream ended, the link to the game, to Steam store in Steam page of the game in the video description. And we'll leave it here. We'll change. And then the other thing is, if you change character, for example, we choose the bird, we play, the music changes. So this is the cat singing. It's not singing now. That's the cat. And this is the bird. And this is Sherlock. In a second. Come on, Sherlock. We're waiting for you. But then we chose the cat. SherloCAT. We are Sherlock now. If we play it, it's something I didn't understand in the demo. For Rio, it's the puzzles are the same. So it's like asking you to solve it again, but they are exactly the same. Maybe I'm wrong, I'm missing something. We are in the Basilica, and these are the puzzles that we've already solved with the cat, but they look unsolved. Actually, they are locked. You see, you have to solve these before you unlock the next one. I don't see the difference, other than the sum. And I want to think the game is not asking you to complete the game 3 times doing the same. If we choose the cat, we have 7 out of 120 solved. If we choose the bird, 0, and Sherlock is 0. I did try to solve with different characters, they are the same. Maybe I'm missing something. Let's change. Are you leaving already? What about my food? Well, you have to wait for next week if you wanna eat. Sorry, pal. And we are going to continue with Mistified. Give me a sec while I change categories. On streaming platforms, Mistified done. Yeah. And I start the game. Every time I think of this game, Mistified, the song from the 90s, I believe, comes to mind. And I'm singing on my mind. Mystify, mystify me. This is the crow cooking, and all the spices are stolen by the black entity. So crow goes on a mission. There's a heart. What is this? What kind of spice is this? Is it loading? Taking too long. And the background is a picture? Or is it digital or a render? Looks like a photography. So we are here. And I don't know what here is. Where are we? We went into an island. And we did a few. I wanted to play with the island, or the when I say the island is the same as the purple bunny. I wanted to play, but I guess I have to wait for that. Can't go there. Oh, the tree is stopping the river. If you cut the tree. Oh, and then you are blocked. Okay. And can I go? I can go up. But we came from here. I remember cutting these trees, so yes. Yes. I remember now. Okay. Apparently, each island contains different mechanics. Can't go this way, at least for now. I can push this here. I push it up, but because it's already taken that position, goes there. I see, that's for the bunny to hop on? No, doesn't affect. It doesn't affect. Neither the crow nor the bunny can stand on the log or on the log on the river. What's in here? Hey, little birdie. Instead of a little girl, a little bird. Do we need to do anything with this bunny? And if we cut this tree, the river continues. But if we cut it from this position, we are in the river, and the current pushes us. Is that what we want? Up to one log goes out. Okay, and there's what was the name? Bull? I can push this up and rolls up to no. It goes beyond. Why would I want this fielding? And I can push you there. Maybe for later. I don't know. Let's explore. The thing is, I don't know the objective. I don't know what I need to do. What is my mission? What do you want from me, game? Can't deal with you from here. Can I? No. If I touch you, nothing happens. Is this a dead end? Let's restart. If I restart, we start from here. We need to spend one of these chopping thing in here. Can't chop the tree from in front, only from the side. The bunny is locked, doesn't go into the hole. So game is telling us this is a move. It's like a technique we need to use in here. I would like to know what to do. If we push this, doesn't move, because we can't move more than one. What if I chop the tree from the side, it doesn't cut it? Because it's blocked by the... You chop the tree from one side of the tree, and the log falls onto the other side. It can't happen here, because there's a rock. But it can happen here, because it falls onto the water, and the water pushes the log. It's taking the position, but... And then we are pushed. And we end up in... Oh, so we did push the log to go out? No, it's the one coming from behind that pushes, right? We can't go back to the river. So we can only be on the river if the river is coming to us. It appears in our position, not the other way. We cannot step into the water. And usually bodies of water have a force that pushes everything that's in. So we are in here. We can't cut anymore, so this tree, we can't cut it. We push one way, but the water pushes the other way. And there was a bull here. Maybe these logs are not green. So that means they don't root onto the grass, onto the ground. And as a result, they don't deviate the river. So these logs, because they are brown, they don't affect the flow of the river. I don't know what to do. We can't cross here. Maybe we shouldn't be here. Is it possible to cut this tree? Don't know what for, but maybe by knowing if we can. No, because we have to cross here. We can't push, so we can't cross to the other side. The other way, the only way to cross is by chopping this one. I don't know why there's a hole in here. Let's try to can we put a lock in here? If we push it up, it rolls over, going past, and it ends up there. If we roll that one, that's what happens. And that is that. We can't do anything with this? Oh, we can roll it too. That's it. You being here, you don't push this, that pushes this. This is as far as I get. Nowhere else to go. So what I'll do is go back. Woo! So go back means go this way. We solved this. This is this is the other side from where we were, where I left the logs. They don't seem useful here. And the bull is this one, the bull that I scared. Very interesting. If I push the log down, is there a way to... Oh, I restarted this one. I have to do this again. I believe you cut this and you push it on to the water, but the other way, this way, and then you push it towards the hand, so that... Oh, but it's not going to roll over the hand. I need to cut it that way. So when it's pushed, because the position, it matters. Now you roll over the hand, you go there, that's done. Now I need to fill the hole. Oh! Of course, that's the other thing. You need to be horizontal, so that means I cut you this way. I push you... Yeah, I push you there. Hopefully I get there in time. Yes, so I push you one and you don't go past because you are horizontal. If you were vertical, you would roll over the hole. So the objective to open... I was missing that because didn't realize that the black tentacle goes away if you fill the hole. So this goes away if you fill the hole. That's what I need to do. Now how? I pushed the logs up. Doesn't seem that I need to go the other way and push them back down. What if I push them there? You stop there. And you don't move here? Oh, the current stops there. So if you roll down now, you'll stop. Or you push the other one. Okay. I don't know if that's what I wanted. In which case, I don't want the other one out. I want all three. No, it pushes anyway. Oh, wait, but I can push you now. No, it's the same. So you are not pushed. You are pushed. you push this one because you are still on the moving water. Now you both stop. Then I push you down, you push this one, and I push this one again. You are there. Now I have two to play with. I believe I'm going to use this corner or this corner, probably this one, because they move horizontally, one by one. This one, because it's on the border, I can't do much with it. Maybe I can use you, because you are useless now. I'll use you to get this one, and then I get two again. There you go. Now, I want to bring them here, so I need to push them up. If I push them up, they will roll. For them to not roll onto the water, I need to push them towards the rock, and they stop. The first one is useless now, but it will be used to stop this one. And then I push you here. The thing is, you're going to roll past. Maybe this water will stop you, but I don't have a way to push you from here, from below, because there's water. So how do we? And there's still this one, but we can't chop this one. Let me come back. I need to have a small break. I'll be back 2 minutes. I believe this tree is here to, although it could be something else like a rock or maybe even water, maybe not water, to stop you from using this log if it gets out. What's in here? This water is still. We can't use this one. We used this one. Maybe we don't waste this one. Let's see if we can save it. So this is the situation. We can't use this one anymore. And we used it to get this out of the water. We can't push it from the bottom. We can push this one there. Can we push one before it gets here? Let me see how they get to here. So we are all in the river. Now these two now they stop. If I get in here, one will get out because I'm pushing. If I get out of the water, the third one comes. But maybe when it is here, I can push it here and you stop on the water, and then we can push it from here. We don't need all this. It's much easier. Much easier. We don't need to deal with all this. And because we fill in the hole with the lock, because apparently this black thing is coming from the ground, maybe, that removes the black tentacle that acts as a barrier. 3 chopping, 3 chop chop, and there are 4 holes. Okay, there are 4 trees. We can cut 3 of them. With those 3 that we cut, we get 3 locks, plus 1 lock is 4 locks, and we have 4 holes. So we need to use them all. What's at the bottom? This one's easy to be here. This one's easy to bring it here. And then we have this one. And this one. If we cut this, we push this one. And then... let's see, there's no element blocking here. Do you block the way?